hard to believe that tomorrow will mark 60 years since President John F. Kennedy was assassinated while riding in a Dallas motorcade. It was also the birth of the modern-day conspiracy theory. I put together a terrific panel of experts to dissect the theories and what's next, from those who've written books on the conspiracies to one of the surviving members of the Warren Commission, which did the first major in-depth review of the assassination back in 1964.
The first thing the Chief Justice said to us at our first staff meeting was that your only client is the truth. And we would have loved to have found a conspiracy. We would have loved to have found a conspiracy. And we worked hard to find it.
Guy laughing, of course, is an author who's written about what he believes are the conspiracies. I was even challenged about my book about the man who killed Lee Harvey Oswald, Jack Ruby, called Kennedy's Avenger, Assassination, Conspiracy, and the Forgotten Trial of Jack Ruby, that explored the overlooked trial of Ruby. I came to the conclusion that Ruby did not know Oswald before the incident, and that none of the conspiracy claims about Ruby could be true, but of course not everyone agreed with me.
I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed your writing, but I don't agree with your conclusion.
Right, but again, everything that you're saying, and let me go to Robert Groden on this, you know, all of the questions about Jack Ruby, I get them, right? Low-level mob connections, et cetera, you know, sort of issues, Dorothy Kilgallen. You can ask all these questions, but it doesn't really address the fundamentals of how impossible it would have been for Jack Ruby to have been part of the conspiracy based on the evidence I've laid out. No, Robert?
He said he would be there.
Let me let Robert get in.
Oswald was being transferred.
He said what?
That in trial. At trial,
yeah.
The witness said that Oswald, or that Ruby, came across the street to the parking lot. He heard him on the phone. I will be there. I will get into the basement based on making like a reporter, and the police, my friends, will help me get in the basement.
Okay, but again, this is these sort of single eyewitness testimony that is inconsistent with every other bit of evidence connected to the case. Here's the problem with that thing we just cut there, right? It didn't lay out my argument for exactly why Ruby couldn't have done it, right? That based on the timing that Oswald's brought in on Friday night, Ruby's there, making a big scene of himself, asking questions at the press conference. If he's going to shut him up, why not kill him the night he gets there? What, you wait 2 days so he can be interrogated by the police for 2 days? And then you kill him? I'll tell you all about why it doesn't make any sense. Tomorrow, we've got a special panel, JFK's assassination, 9 Eastern, right here on NewsNation. This show, member of the Warren Commission, a leading scholar who's been trying to get more of the JFK files out, 2 people who believe there's a conspiracy, and me. Thank you. See you tomorrow night. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.